This is Rod Kusin and Spoomad for Risk on October 24th, 2010, all times on the Charter Central Standard Time. We just finished up our last video where we indicated that the market looks like it's about to come against us. Here's the reason why. We had a long, we were in a long trade, and then right after we hit the retracement lines, we had a short trade form. So we were just ending up that video when that short trade took place here, and what we're trying to track here is any evidence that the market is moving against us, by which our system will give us a warning. And as you can see, we have no warning here, and the market seems to be moving down quite nicely. Also, we have that retracement line above the market, so we may be going right back up, but it looks like at least temporarily we're going to move down a bit and maybe hit our profit target. So we'll let the short trade indicate whether the market is going to come against us, and if so, we'll look for a warning signal in that respect. Okay, you see the yellow dot that just appeared there. There was an instance there where the market conditions implied that the position that we took here could be in jeopardy. So if we haven't already moved our stop, it would be a good idea to do so. And here would be an instance where moving to break even could work quite nicely. Or some traders may just find you've got enough profit there that it may be advantageous just to take the profit and dump the trade. We're not going to suggest one approach is necessarily better than the other. There's too much discretion involved there. All we're doing is just giving you an alert to let you know things don't look quite as good as they did just a few ticks ago. Now the yellow bar that formed there, just that bar here, simply confirmed that the market conditions that allowed for these yellow bars to appear have once again taken place. And our profit target was reached. And so no further warning would take place with respect to the initial trade here. Now there were two positions here, and looks to me like we got out of both of those positions with our profit target. So no further issue of a warning would take place under those circumstances. But that's, I think we've now made our point in respect to what the warning is designed to do. When we're in a trade, if we get a warning, take some action. Don't ignore it. Either dump the trade or tighten the stop. It's your choice. But don't ignore a warning. So that's pretty much the purpose of this section of videos, is to emphasize the warning message that pops up by way of just a simple dot. Yellow dots apply to warnings against short trades, green dots against long trades. Now, just one other point about this short trade. As we move down here, we formed retracement basically at the price that we entered the trade, within a quarter of a point, and yet we have a target below. So how are you going to play that? It's entirely up to you. Fact is that we expect that this market will go back up. Now, it may go down before it does that, as it is currently. We had a warning message here. So what a trader might decide to do is take out a portion of his position once he reaches his initial profit target and hope for the best on the balance, anticipating a possible return to 1166. No way to know right now what's going to happen first. Now, if we had nothing above here, we'd probably be in a little better position to take more risk. But because we do, and our retracements have very, very high probability, we're better than 95% today on our retracements. It's a bit of a coin toss to take an extra risk to hold your entire position until you hit that level, because the fact remains you may not. It may go right back up and stop you out. Can't tell. But we'll go ahead and just allow this to run out and to its inevitable conclusion and see which way was the best way to go. Looks like we'll continue to move down here. Okay, indication would be we'll probably now hit it. It could come up a little bit, but then we'll come back down. Looks like we're getting ready to come down. All right, this should come down right now. Yeah. Here we go. So we can expect that profit target to be hit. Or that retracement line more specifically. And there we have it. Okay. All right. So, what have we learned? Just in review of the overall system, the new strategy system by RSKsys has several very interesting features to it. We have precise entry points. Do they always work? Of course not. But they work with a very good high probability. In addition to that, we have very high probability retracement points. These retracements have proven to be well over 90% accurate for those retracements that have been created on the same day of trading. In addition, we give you automated alerts of what the bias is. In other words, are we expecting that the market is going to be long or short? Even though we are providing you with a bias, it is only a bias. There are many opportunities to trade counter trend, and still have very good success. For example, our bias right now really is still long, oddly enough. The market has been going down and will probably continue to go down into about, a little after 2 o'clock Central Time. So our bias overall, I'll have to say, in my estimation, the calculated bias has probably not been very good today. Nonetheless, the trades against that bias have worked out really quite well. Last but not least is what we've been discussing today, and that is the warning signals by way of just a simple dot on the screen can help us to know what action to take when they show up. If we're in a trade, heed the warning, take some action, because we can't anticipate precisely what will take place. We will not always get a warning, but in most instances we will. If we get a warning and we're already in the negative, it's probably best to just dump the trade. But if we are in profits, by all means, maintain a good position so that you don't end up taking an unnecessary loss when you had plenty of opportunity to take action. So those features, we have a very simple system. The system is easy to learn, and you've got these fine features, very precise entries, very precise high probability retracements, warning signals for when you are in the trade, as well as a calculated bias to help you to have at least some edge on what direction you may choose to trade. None of these factors are perfect, but they're getting pretty close. So we invite you to contact us, request a demo. We'll be happy to show you more of this live, answer more of your specific questions about our system, and do our best to try to support your trading needs. With that thought in mind, this is Rod Kusin and Spooman for Risk.